Never really got a chance to drive a stock car until the Super Cup Series sprung up.
Super Cup is a bunch of guys that love to race for the reason that we race. I can't go anywhere else, have the fun that we're having. Full-size 3,300-pound stock car, 600 horsepower.
I always dreamed of driving a stock car, but I never thought I would get to this level. So to actually be driving a full-size stock car is a dream come true for me.
You know, Super Cup, this is the real, nuts and bolts of racing. You know, it just goes back to having fun and families get together.
The Super Cup cars are awesome. They're a blast to drive. They have good horsepower, and to be here in a Super Cup car is one of my favorite things. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, I don't think.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Super Cup Stock Car Series from Ona Speedway, the Cool Shirt 100. Hi, everybody. I'm Doc Riley, and welcome to West Virginia's only paved asphalt oval, 3/8 of a mile, 100 laps tonight. The Super Cup Stock Car Series enters into round number 2. The number 51 car of Harvey Harrison. We caught up with him on why he likes this track.
I like this track. It's a little bit rough. It's flat. It's not really a Martinsville, but it reminds me of it.
I saw pictures of Richard Petty coming out of turn 2 in car number 43. I mean, Richard Petty, the king, drove here, and I'm on this track. So it's old, it's rough, it's beat up, it's worn out, and I love it.
Let's take a look at our starting lineup on the pole. Brian Harrison in number 15 and Rob Jones on the outside in car number 39. Row 2, Jody Harrison, the 75 car, driving the 51, Harvey Harrison. Row number 3 finds series rookie Stephen Cox aboard the number 21, Jimmy Crabtree, the 63. In row 4, the number 16 car, J.J. Pack, and Tim McLaughlin in the 38 ride. Row number 5, Kevin Cromer, the 77, and J.P. Crabtree, the other rookie, in car number 83. Row 6, Brent Nelson, the number 80, and Jason Roberts on board the car number 7. Row 7 finds Rob Morris in the 88 and Brandon Harrison aboard car number 5. And in row number 8, Lou Ansell brings up the rear of the field. He'll be driving the number 9 car. We're set for the green flag 100 laps of racing. Short track racing the way it used to be. Steel-bodied cars and high horsepower. Diving to lead, Brian Harrison. Battling the number 39. That is Rob Jones. And we've already got action as the steel bodies collide. The 16 of J.J. Pack and the 63 of Jimmy Crabtree out of Muncie, Indiana. The two untangle here. We'll come back to replay to see exactly how this unfolds here early in our 100-lap race. As we see on replay right now, McLaughlin in the 38 car gets into the back of Jimmy Crabtree, who in turn hits the 16 of J.J. Pack. Also involved in that, one of our rookies in this feature, Stephen Cox in the 21 car. They get all tangled up there. You know, these cars, all steel bodies, 11.5 to 1 compression ratio. A lot of horsepower here. They get tangled up. While Jimmy Crabtree is in the pits getting work on his car, we had a chance to talk to him about returning to Super Cup with his son.
We ran the full season in 08, and then after that we just went back to, local shows around the late models and street stocks and stuff, and then my boy got old enough to drive, so he decided he wanted to do this deal, so we're back, try it one more time.
J.J. Pack, a former series champion. We caught up with him on what's new with Pack Motorsports this season.
We signed Stephen Cox on to drive the 21. Now we're a 2-car team, which is nice because we can feed back and forth off each other. And I come into this season this year feeling a whole lot more confident. The car is ridden really fast in practice wherever we tested it. I think patience is what's going to win this. Honestly, I think patience is the only thing that'll win a small track like this. So if you can show patience and keep some brakes under the car, you'll definitely be there at the end.
Patience on a 3/8 mile oval, that's tough. Back to green flag racing. Rob Jones in the 39, Brian Harrison in the 15. We caught up with Rob Jones on what it takes to win a championship this year.
We just need a little bit of luck. We had some bad luck last year, and that's, as long as we have solid finishes, and we got a fast car, we got a good team, we just need a little bit of luck to finish it off.
Patience and luck, skill, and being able to set a full-bodied steel stock car up to run 100 laps. That's what it takes to win on the Super Cup Stock Car Series. On board with J.J. Pack in the number 16 car as he blasts by Brett Nelson in the number 80 ride. The Cool Shirt 100 by Rush Enterprises. As we go to break, here's a look at the top 5. Rob Jones continues to pace the field. Series rookie Stephen Cox right now in 5th. Welcome back to Ona Speedway and the Cool Shirt 100. This, the Super Cup Stock Car Series. We're continuing to blast around the track here. Let's check in with former series champion Jody the Hurricane Harrison on what it takes to set up his car for this race.
We changed the rear end on the car. We went from a 9-inch forward rear end to a quick change. So it moved some of the weight distribution. We've got to move the fuel cell back 5 inches. And this rear end's got more camber. It's just a guessing game. You've got to pretty much try to guess what it's going to be like at lap 90, you know.
Racing action all over the track here is J.J. Pack in the 77 of Kevin Cromer battle. Kevin Cromer fills us in on what's new this upcoming season.
This car here is a new car. It was the 07 car last year, which we totally took apart and redid it. Took all winter to do that. I think you might see a new winner tonight. I believe you might, because this track is rough. There's not a lot of room. So I think whoever can figure out how to pick the throttle up quickest in the corner without sliding the nose up is probably going to be your winner.
Battle's good all over the track, and we've got contact coming out of turn number 3 and into 4. That is the 66 of Jamie Vaughn and Brandon Harrison as they both get tangled up. Brandon Harrison now getting out of his car, and I would imagine just like any short track or even the big boys, going to have a little conversation there, trying to get the window netting down. Always good to have your safety officials moving in to kind of calm things down just a touch. You know, these are all steel-bodied cars, and they have got 11.5 to 1 compression, 364 cubic inches, and 600 to 700 horsepower. So you got an awful lot of horsepower that you can call on, and sometimes when the horsepower and the ego get tangled up, it results in a red flag situation. That is for cleanup here on the track. Let's check in with Brandon Harrison to find out his take on what happened as the two collide here in the Cool Shirt 100.
Well, I was a little bit faster than him, and maybe I got over my head a little bit. Yeah, we got it. I just feel like I done had him clear, and he just didn't let me go. I mean, I know it's racing and all, but it's early. There ain't no point of.
Yeah. I was getting holed up. He thinks I was holding him up, you know. I was trying to stay away from I think it was 7 car. I got past 7 cars, and I started, you know, getting away, and he just wrecked me.
We talked about patience and being able to control that throttle. Hey, the Cool Shirt 100 is brought to you by Cool Shirt, and it's a very unique racer safety feature. Stephen Cox has more.
The inside of a race car is unbearably hot, over 120 degrees, but there is a brand new, ingenious, and simple way to keep cool. It's called Cool Shirt. I'm wearing one right now. Take a look at this. These are open tubes, and through these tubes runs ice water during the race. Now, where does the ice water come from? It comes from this. Cool Shirt's own cooler system that holds the ice water. Take a look at these 2 tubes right there. Those tubes evacuate the water and run around the driver's seat. Now the whole system plugs in to this. This actually goes into my shirt. I plug the black tubes into the inlet and the outlet, and I turn the system on, and ice water runs through my suit, and it's the most amazing feeling you've ever had in your life. And it's so easy to do for me. When I'm sitting in the driver's seat, all I have to do is flick the switch that says Cool Shirt, and the magic happens.
Always nice to have racing innovation here on the Super Cup Stock Car Series. We're back to green and leading the parade this time around, the 39 ride Rob Jones once again. There's another man right behind him moving into second spot, the number 75. That's Jody the Hurricane Harrison, a 2-time series champion here in the Super Cup Stock Car Series, and he's looking to make a 3rd championship run and claim that crown. And if he can, he'll make history here in the series. Speaking of the series, we caught up with series owner Joe Schmaling on Ona Speedway and what he expects for the upcoming season.
Ona Racetrack has been open since 1963. Next year, we're going to come back here next year because it'll be 50 years for Ona Speedway. Last year we had 6 races with 5 different winners. I don't expect 2012 to have any multiple race winner. If somebody wins 2 races, it's going to be by inches, not by laps. It's going to be quite a year.
Action all over the track right now. Tim McLaughlin holding on. He's in the white car as J.J. Pack continues to wear him out in the rear end. We'll have more from the Cool Shirt 100 by Rush Enterprises here at Ona Speedway right after this timeout. It's the Cool Shirt 100 at Ona Speedway in West Virginia, halfway between Charleston and Huntington, West Virginia. And what a battle it is up front. Rob Jones continues to pace the field in the 39 car, and right on his tail, Jody Harrison in the 75. No pit stops required during this 100-lap feature here, but if you need to take time in the pits, you can do so. Look at Harrison. He continues to try to find a way around the 39 car, and he just can't quite get that done. Entering the fray, Brian Harrison, the number 15 ride. He's coming up into 3rd spot, and as we say that, we've got contact with our leaders. They're into the guardrail here at Ona Speedway. And sitting, also involved in the melee, J.P. Crabtree, a rookie in the 83 car. The Super Cup Stock Car Series has 105-inch wheelbase cars and 3,300-pound minimum weight. It appears that our rookie, J.P. Crabtree, the 83, will be able to get back under power. Here's our replay. Again, our leader, the 39 ride of Rob Jones. And it appears that he is just going to be tapped by the 75 ride of Jody Harrison, and that is indeed the case. That sends the 39 ride spinning into the guardrail, and then contact made there with the 15, Brian Harrison. Brian in the 15 ride had nowhere to go. So it looks like our leader has got a pretty banged-up race car. Another look at it here from our guardrail angle. You see him fishtail back out. He's going to make contact. And again, the 15 ride of Brian Harrison, no place to go. And just coming right by Harvey Harrison in the 51 ride, who comes through that unscathed. Kevin Cromer right now moving into the pit area. On the Super Cup Stock Car Series, it's not necessary to pit, but you can to be able to fix your car. There's no requirement. Some other short track series have a mandatory pit stop, but these guys run what you brung, stay out of trouble, be patient, and you can move on through the field. J.P. Crabtree right now in the 83 ride with some left side damage. His crew will take a look at that as they jack it up here. The field continues to go through. Also, caution laps do not count. Green flag laps only in this series. So the crew will take a nice even look at the rotor glowing red. That's even after the car has been jacked up. And that, probably the caliper getting hung up there because that is red hot. J.P. Crabtree, he is one of our Rookie of the Year contenders here out of Muncie, Indiana. Well, a lot of teams right now trying to figure out exactly what they can do to keep their cars right. Kevin Cromer tells us what took him out of the race.
We broke a rocker arm, and they're looking at it now. It just happens. The high revving, you know, the high rev we put in these motors, and the valve train takes a beating.
Out front, Harvey Harrison with the lead, and look at that. Series rookie Stephen Cox in the 21 ride, now moving into second place. The great thing about the Super Cup Stock Car Series is you've got some veterans who are used to short track racing, dirt track racing quite possibly coming in here, and you've got a guy, Stephen Cox, rookie to the series, but no rookie to racing. He's got some road racing experience to him. On board right now with the number 16 of J.J. Pack. Darting by him on the inside, the 63. That is Jimmy Crabtree out of Muncie, Indiana. 3/8 mile track here. Oh, well, Pack gets turned around right there, gets punted, and the smoke clears. We'll have to find out exactly what happens there. On board with J.J. Pack as he fires it, gets it back underway. Monte Carlos, Ford Tauruses, Pontiac Grand Prix, Dodge Intrepids, and Chargers. All different makes and models here of these steel-bodied cars. As we look in here, contact made there by the 38. That's Tim McLaughlin out of Muncie, Indiana, as he just loses it, gets in to J.J. Pack of the 16 car. We check back into the pit area. J.P. Crabtree, the other rookie in this field. his team getting him ready to go back out so we can chase those points. That's very, very important. Also on pit lane, Tim McLaughlin in the 38 ride. As he gets checked out, he'll go back in to our racing action. The crew is done with the 83 ride. J.P. Crabtree gets the Monte Carlo. He goes back out. During caution, laps do not count, and if you cause a caution, you go back to the rear of the field. Back to green flag racing night right now on our restart. It's the 51 Harvey Harrison, chased by 21 Stephen Cox. He's the series rookie. And the 88 ride of Rob Morris. On the backstretch, you can see good even spacing between all of our competitors. Harvey Harrison continues to pace the field as he has done for the last several laps. He's got that car really right and tight. Back on board with J.J. Pack, giving a good look at some of the racing action as we go to break here on the Cool Shirt 100. Harvey Harrison, the leader. Stephen Cox running second. And Jimmy Crabtree in the 63 car. He's number 5. Welcome back to the Cool Shirt 100 at Ona Speedway. Sitting on the sidelines right now, the number 39, Rob Jones. He was involved in that fracas before it went to break. He and Jody Harrison collided. We caught up with Jody on what took him out of the race.
Well, we was racing Rob pretty hard there, and he was sideways off every corner. I was letting off the gas to keep from running into him, and I couldn't let off the gas fast enough to keep from hitting him. Got into him a little bit there, and they decided that I put me to the rear, so I was just going to take it easy and go around them on the outside, and I got up in the stay dry, got into the fence. Looks like it bent the rear end tube and Panhard bar bracket, bent the truck arm. It's a pretty good amount of damage, but I fixed it a whole lot worse than this, so we'll try to get him next time.
Can guarantee he'll have that Ford Fusion back on track in the future. Harvey Harrison, the 51 car, continues to lead the field. Stephen Cox right now sitting in second place. He gets knocked out by 63 Jimmy Crabtree. And Stephen Cox, the one of the 2 rookies in this race, was running in second. He'll fall back a little bit in the orders. We go to the replay. You see Jimmy Crabtree, the 63, just get a nose there and take our road racing expert, Stephen Cox, to do a little agricultural racing here. Interesting, Jimmy Crabtree is the father of the other rookie in our field. Back up front, Harvey Harrison continues to lead. On the backstretch, a good battle for first place. We see a little smoke coming into the corner, and that is the number 16 car, J.J. Pack, who's smoking. He goes into pit road, and that slows things down for our leader a little bit, tightens up the battle between Harrison and Crabtree. Very close and tight racing as we see Crabtree in the 63 trying to get a nose underneath the 51 of Harvey Harrison. Both drivers on top of their game. A slight bobble there by Harrison. Let's check in on the pits with J.J. Pack and find out what happened to take him out of the race.
It just had a miss because it was overheating. So it just, it was self-detonating on itself. So it got too hot. It's probably a blown head gasket more likely.
Final laps are winding down, the battle between Harvey Harrison, Jimmy Crabtree. This for first here in round number 2. Final lap, the white flag is out. Who will win round number 2 of the Super Cup Stock Car Series from Ona Speedway, the Cool Shirt 100? Right now, lengthening things out. Harvey Harrison out of West Virginia. Crabtree may not have the horses to get him. Anything could happen here. Checkered flag is out. Harvey Harrison captures the Cool Shirt 100 from Ona Speedway. Jimmy Crabtree unofficially in second place. A good battle right down to the checkers. And with any winner and almost any type of stock car racing, you get to have a little fun, stretch your stuff, and celebrate. Exiting the car, Harvey Harrison. Let's find out his comments here on this big race win.
Whew. Well, it was a lot of fun. I felt like I was back home there the last 20 laps. But I want to thank the good Lord and Jesus Christ for a good race. I was having some fun there, man. He's a good, clean racer, and I love it. And I knew he wasn't going to wreck me, and I was just trying to run my own line, hanging out a little bit. here, when you run these 100-lap races, you gotta just bide your time. You need to take it easy in the beginning. I mean, the race is not won on the first 25 laps. I just want to thank the whole family, because my race is a whole family thing. So, other than that, we had a lot of fun tonight.
Always have a lot of fun when you enter victory lane. He also picks up a whole ton of points, and he picks up the Bochette Super Cup race winner watch. Every single winner gets one of those watches, and it'll be very important because at the end of the year, maybe an all-star race with all those winners. That should be an awful lot of fun. Let's check in now with Jimmy Crabtree, who finished in second position.
Well, we started off kind of bad, as you can see. The front end got damaged there as soon as we took the green, got run into, and the car just would not turn. It was really tight in the middle and loose off, and I think if we'd have had the nose on the car, we'd have probably had something for him there. I got under him once, and I thought I had him, but I'm sure he's running a lot of laps here, winning a championship here and everything in late model. But, I'm happy with second with the way the car was, and we'll work on it and come to the next one.
The thing is, we didn't have a third-place car. We had a fourth-place car, and I told Brent after the race, we didn't have you. I didn't have any. I could get him a half a car length at a time and just squeeze up just a little bit. I don't think I could have got past him. And so when he started choking real bad, we were coming out of turn 4, and the checkered flag was right in front of me, and the only place I had to go was off of the grass. So that's where we went. We got third place. I'm sorry for Brent, but I'm really happy to bring home a strong podium finish for Bochette Timepieces, McGonigal Engines, and everybody at PAX Motorsports.
Here's how they finished in the Cool Shirt 100 by Rush Enterprises. Harvey Harrison picked up a bunch of points with the victory. Jimmy Crabtree with a strong effort late in the race. And the top rookie to finish, Stephen Cox, ends up in third. Next up, the Super Cup Stock Car Series rolls into the Motordrome in Pennsylvania. For Sopwith Motorsports TV Productions, I'm Doc Riley. We'll see you again on the Super Cup Stock Car Series.